Hello everyone, welcome back to Uncharted 4. We ended last part a little bit longer than an hour, but we reunited with Sam, Elena, and Victor.
They didn't.
And what makes you so sure?
Because they're heading to the mountain. For the treasure.
So yeah, I mean, I guess technically we didn't reunite with Elena, she was there. Although we did lose track of her for a minute or two.
There she is.
Yeah,
It's a long drop.
it is.
How did you get here?
I hopped down a few of these walls, but I guess we'll have to find.
I like how he said that he got up the cliff by hopping down walls. Like, really? Like, how does that make
How
sense?
was that?
That came from the
What was
mountain.
what?
It's Avery's
Oh.
traps.
Hey, that means they're blowing themselves up.
No, it means they're on the right path.
Hey,
Well, I mean, both things can be
just stay
true.
focused, huh?
So yeah, I mean, Sam's still pissy that we're not going for the treasure. We're just
Give me a
trying
hand,
to get
Sam.
out of here.
All right.
Everybody else is sure as fuck happy about it. So this might be the last video. If not, the next one definitely will be. There isn't a whole lot left to this game. We'll see where it goes to. Depending on where it ends, I think I can remember
Hey, no thanks.
exactly, but you know, yeah, we got it. But yeah, after this game, I think I already have another game in mind. It's a game that I've owned since I got my PlayStation 4 and have never once turned it on. Okay, Nate, you want to fucking stop doing chin-ups and just climb up the fucking thing? Thanks, bud. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. One thing I'm not excited for is the fact that this game has multiplayer achievements. And it's not even that it has multiplayer achievements, it has multiplayer achievements that are apparently, well, more or less impossible at this point. It's for their survival mode. Apparently one of the patches that they just did reworked a couple things in it, and it kind of just like completely boned it.
Think it still works?
Oh my God. Come on, no, do this thing. Hey, guys, do this thing. Guys, no? Alright.
Well, we're getting there.
I can't wait to sleep in my own bed again.
So close, yet so far.
Uh-huh. See, now this is one of those things where it's like, I know what we need to do to advance. We need to push this thing. But I can't do anything until I do believe Sam comes over and does it. Which is an annoyance. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
There's no controls, but I bet I could pull the platform with my rope.
That help? I mean, I know you can pull the platform with your rope, but that's not how we get across here. So you can actually do that and like drop down, but all it does is just make you climb back up because you can't do shit from down there.
Maybe if you could get to that wooden platform down there.
Yeah, I'm well aware of it.
I got an idea. Nathan, give me a hand.
There we go. Maybe attaching the rope to the thing helped. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's one of the few times in these games, like as you saw with the cart there. If you dick around in that area enough, eventually someone will bring up the cart. And then you'll start, and then, you know, it'll be like, hey, you should push this.
Okay, Victor.
And that's how most of the
Hold it for a
things in
sec.
this game go. And I don't know why this one
Yeah, we'll hold
doesn't.
it down. You
It's
jump
very
across.
weird that this one doesn't.
Made it!
Here we
And
go.
attach.
Got it. All right, hop on. I'll pull you
Yeah.
across.
Everybody on board. Let's get you guys across. All right, well, I mean, if Nate fucking, man, you put a
Well,
lot of
this is
rope into that,
impressive
man.
engineering for a bunch of
I wonder if I
pirates.
jumped off and just started
Should've seen
swinging,
the
because...
elevators.
No, that wouldn't, because technically I would be swinging back and forth at the same rate, therefore it
You
wouldn't
guys
really...
all right?
Come on. Yeah. Oh,
It's like a roller coaster.
Come on up, Nathan.
oh, okay, so I gotta... Come on, Nate, up
All
you
right,
go.
Nathan, you climb on up. I'll grab you.
And... swing. Catch. You would have to be very strong. Well, I guess you'd have to be very strong to do most of what Nathan Drake here
Jump off, quick.
does, but like you would have to be fucking solid as shit to be able to catch someone with one arm as they're like jumping towards you, right?
Sam! Bitch. Sam, come on! Huh? All right. Come on, just jump. I'll catch you. Let's go. No. No, don't you even think about it, you hear me?
I'm sorry I got you into this. All of you.
Hey, all that doesn't matter anymore, okay? Just jump.
I gotta see this thing through, Nathan.
Sam, hey, listen to me. If you do this, I'm not coming after you. You hear me?
I'm sorry.
Sam! Sam!
Yeah, he's sorry because he knows you're lying.
You called your bluff?
He's gonna get himself killed. Come on.
She's probably right.
Of course she is. Let's go.
I mean, so far, Elena's been right like every fucking
Up here.
time. I
Maybe
mean,
we can
you
head
should
him
just,
off.
you know,
I'm gonna
learn to
save
live with
him,
it.
and I'm gonna punch him.
All right, let's just worry about the saving part first.
What the hell is he thinking? I mean, after everything that we... Wasn't this enough? Let's just find him.
Okay, you guys done talking? Good, because here's the second last note of the game. Libertalia Journal, Christopher Exley, no longer a captain apparently. My new life begins today. With the shores of Libertalia finally beneath my feet, I am now a free man. The towns are filled with men and women working and living with vigor and a sense of purpose. I watch goods taken from ships and readied for transport to the colony. Up in the hills, I spied the magnificent estates of New Devon. The joy I feel is overwhelming. Let this place stand as a rebuke to those who would mock and oppress us. Our families, our noblemen, the authorities, our king. We shall build a model society for the rest of the world and forge a destiny of our own choosing, freed from the chains of our former lives. Here's to a chance at starting anew for God and liberty. So that there would, theoretically, I do believe most of the notes that you find once you reach Libertalia make more sense if you read them backwards in the order that you can pick them up, because obviously that is from a note of a guy who just arrived, right? So, I mean, it would make more sense for that one than the rest. Now, that's the second last note in the game. It's the only note in this chapter. But if you go to the, if you go to, like, the chapter select, it tells you how many things you got.
You ready?
It actually counts the next note, which is technically in the next chapter, as being in this chapter, which is a little shitty. I mean, to be fair, the last note is, I think the last one is a little bit harder to miss, but...
All right.
See?
This isn't gonna hold.
Tank, go.
No, I got it.
God damn it. Now how the hell are we supposed to get up there?
We don't have enough time.
Nate? No? Not by yourself?
I'll come right back, okay?
Look, he is not gonna leave without a fight.
Yeah, well, then I'll fight him if I have to, but either way, I'm bringing him back. Just get the plane as close to the mountain as you can, and be ready for a quick getaway.
Like there's another kind?
It's not fair.
Huh?
Doing the dishes, we take turns. Don't even think about not coming back.
I love you.
Same to you, cowboy.
All right, so split off again. Not surprising. See, like there is the, like this is the next chapter. The last note is in this chapter, but for some reason, and it's not like it's right at the beginning of the next chapter. Like it's a little ways ahead of us. So it's weird to me that they have it set like that in the chapter select. To be fair, I don't actually know if that's still true or if they fixed it. I've never actually bothered to look. Where am I going here? I honestly just climbed up here because I saw a place to climb, and I'm like, this is probably the right way. Ah, here we are. Because I didn't bother looking myself. It's one of those things, right, where it...
Oh. What's that? Footprints. Sam! God damn it.
Where it's like, it would be nice if they changed it because it's a little annoying, but at the same time, if they don't change it, oh well. Like, it's not game breaking. It's very, like I said, it's a very
Just gonna
small
head to the creepy
annoyance.
mountain, save Sam. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Like the only shitty part would be if you're trying to find all of the notes in that yourself without using a guide or anything, and you miss the last one, and then you're looking in the thing, and it's like, oh, it's in, you know, chapter 20, not 21. So like you play through chapter 20 as soon as, and like, well, for me anyway, if I was doing that, I mean, obviously I used a guide to do it because I don't fucking like, I have mixed feelings about collectibles.
Back on the trail.
If it's collectibles that like you can't miss or something, I'll generally try and get them myself. Like when I played Recore, I didn't look up where any of the audio logs or anything were. I just like, because there was no like, because I knew I could always go back and get them basically. So I never had to worry about it. But like games like this where it's like once you pass them, or if it's like really important to the story, right? Then I'll usually have a guide up as spoiler free as possible so that I can find them as I go, you know? And that's generally what I do with most games that have collectibles.
More footprints. Well, you didn't fall to your death, so that's good.
I mean, to be fair, there's still plenty of time. Like for all you, at this moment, as far as you know, he fell right there and died. Those were his last footprints and you don't even know. Shockingly enough, that's not true. But yeah, because like, I mean, I feel like collectibles are a thing that's hard to get, like that's hard to nail, you know? A lot of games try and do different things with them. I like the collectibles in this game. I like that they have the optional conversations, the journal notes. The treasures I've always found fine in these games. But this game also has chapter select. Like the Tomb Raider games had, I think they had, did they have collectibles? I'm actually not going to say that because I'm not sure. But they also didn't have chapter select. Okay, so like this here, right? Here's the campsite, or an old campsite, not his. It actually looks like a campsite from Tomb Raider. And then like this skeleton over here, like here's the last journal note. Like, so if you missed that, and you were like me, I would see that it's in chapter 20, or that this says chapter 21. Oh, look at that. They got a forget me. Yeah. And like I would see that it would be in chapter 20. I play chapter 20 in the chapter select. So I go start chapter 20, play through it. If I saw chapter 21 pop up, I would just quit and go back to chapter 20, and then I would never get it, right? So, although I successfully extracted Hayes' bullet from my thigh, the wound festers and the fever is not abated. I long to see what lies inside the mountain, but the pain is too great to bear, and I must rest, regain my strength. With a moment's respite, doubt creeps into my mind. Was I wrong to punish the men for breaking their contract with me? I have dedicated my life to finding this place, finding Avery's treasure, and their actions nearly robbed me of my destiny. No, my actions were just. Tonight I rest. The fever will break, and tomorrow I finish my grandfather's journey. Then, upon returning home, I shall write of my exploits here, a book by Jonathan Burns to sit in the libraries alongside history's greatest adventurers. At worst, I shall lose this leg, but in the end, I will have lived a life worth living, and Claire will be proud of me at long last. Claire, forgive me. So yeah, like the guy that started this whole thing for them, you know, that had the best of you. That's him. That's where he made it. All those notes that we were finding from him and his crew and how much of a prick he was, that's his end right there.
More footprints.
You know, a little bit sad, but then you see how, and then like, you know, if you remember how he acted, it's like, yeah. I mean, the sad part is that he was almost there.
Hey, Sam!
Like, he was literally so fucking close and then died. Oh, so here is where, you really lose track of Sam. Oh, maybe not. No, for some reason I thought that collapsed and he fell into the hole. That might be, spoiler alert, that might happen later. Shockingly enough, Nathan Drake might fall in a hole.
Oh, there you are.
More footprints. And slide. And leap. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah, see. Yeah, here it is. See, now... Now you have to go the hard route because, make the leap. Man, he changes his momentum fantastically. Get it, thank you. So I actually have, like I said, I have another game planned for after this. That, like I said, I want to do. And the main reason why I want to do it is because it's on the PlayStation. Unfortunately for me, anyway, it's another very story-heavy game. And I say unfortunately because I still... Oh, look at that. There's a turtle. That's the turtle that was supposed to mention... That was mentioned in the fucking guide that I was reading about the treasure. It's like, it's next to the turtle. And then, like, I finally found the treasure. I'm like, there's no fucking turtle here. That's the turtle. Cut right through the thing. Okay. No, no. Okay, no. Get in there. Get around. Perfect.
Oh god, this is so much harder than it looks.
Okay, drop. A little bit. There we go. But yeah, because I still haven't figured out how to, you know, have headphones and it. Now, granted, I do have a little bit of sound coming out of my TV right now. I'm going to get a better swing than that. And I can hear it a little bit, and then obviously with subtitles. Can you make it? Yeah, you can. I wonder if him saying that is actually like when you can make it, since his hand obviously won't go out because there's nothing to grab onto, but I wonder if that's their way of doing it, or if, you know, like I would have technically made it earlier. I mean, obviously if I would have kept swinging, I would have got closer and closer, but... Okay, let's just throw that around there. I almost ran right off the cliff again because I hit L1 and it didn't do it. Eee. Okay. Ow. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to get this treasure. No, actually I need to go down a bit more. If you look up there, that is one of the last treasures in the game. You got to thread the fucking needle through this. It's not the easiest, but it's totally worth it here for me. Oh no! Okay, I made it. So yeah, you can also swing over to the wall there to the left and get that. But if you go up here, you find a Wumpa fruit. Fucking Crash Bandicoot, man. Oh no! Oh my god, alright. That is a big fucking scar down the side of the cliff, man. Oh, make it. There we go. Totally worth it, man. Gotta get that Wumpa fruit. Nice little callback to Crash Bandicoots. Okay, nailed it. There you go. I kind of wish that he would do like a little bit, like when you're attached to the wall, you can let go, but you can't like jump away from it unless you're grabbing a solid ledge. Like you can't like jump away from it and stab again. Like you have to have a ledge in between your stabs unless you're dropping straight down. Which is a little bit of a shame, but at the same and it,
That was too close.
I was gonna say it kind of makes sense because it would be kind of hard to like jump as you're pulling the whatever the fuck it is out of the wall.
I guess this is my way down.
God. And slide. Oh god, I actually almost fucked that up there. Oh, that's a rock.
Oh, God, come
Jump. Leap. Oh, that was a good one that time. Get to that side. Oh, you can actually like stand on the ledges there. Huh. Did not know that. Oh god, there we are. And break. I have a feeling that you actually do have to attach to that, even though theoretically I would have made it to the water anyway. And look at how clear this is.
I doubt it.
Love,
Probably
like,
found the
can I
driveway
just like
down.
put a house like
That's
right in
painful.
this cave? I'll live in
Way
this
down.
cave. Look at how clear this water is. It's ridiculous. I would love to fucking like go to an island that had water like that clear. Oh, well, I mean, I guess if I'm here, I may as well grab this. No idea what it is. Even when I do the guides, the first game, right? Whenever the treasure would come up, it would say what it was. In the second game so far, just guide I still haven't fucking finished, by the way. Hoping I'll get it done this week. Oh, cutscene. But yeah, they don't show that, so I actually have to look at like another guide.
Almost
as
done
I'm
here?
making my
This is
guide,
the last
just so
of
I
them,
know
then.
what to call the
Good.
thing.
If we are, we can catch up with the others.
Sam just stole our goddamn boat. He's headed for Avery's ship. Come on.
Let him. We're done.
We're done.
Most of my men are dead, Rafe. And those who aren't have already left.
Can you see that? The end is literally in sight.
That maniac pirate of yours has rigged this entire cave. I'm not setting foot on his ship.
Nadine, if you cut and run right now, the loss of all your men, everything that we've done, is for nothing.
We have millions in gold right here. I'd say that plus our lives is something.
No wonder so many of your men abandoned you.
Excuse me?
We're on the verge of making history here, and you're willing to just walk off with a pittance, a fraction of what Sam's gonna get from that boat.
If he can walk away from that ship alive, he can have it. Hell, I'd say he's earned it. God knows you didn't.
Now look, we can stand here and insult each other all day, or we can finish what it is that we've done.
Oh, we're finishing it all right.
Sorry, ma'am.
Thing about mercenaries, Nadine, their loyalty, it's bought. It's not earned. Now come on. Either we can finish this thing together, or we can just end it right here.
Let's go make history.
Atta girl. By all means.
That's gonna be an awkward boat ride. All right. So, you know, Sam's on the boat. Everybody else is going to the boat. In case you can't guess, we're about to hit the end of the game. Definitely will be the last part. I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking of that was making me think that it would be past this part anymore.
Let's see what you have in store for us, Captain Avery.
I mean, there is this and then the prologue, whatever, and that's it. There's going to be a bunch of cutscenes, a little bit more gameplay, very tiny bit. And then, yeah, the end of the game.
Shit.
Credits. We haven't even been going, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we haven't even been going for a half an hour yet. And that's with you. You may have noticed a little bit of a jump cut there during that cutscene. And that's because my nose started bleeding during. So I had to go and deal with that.
Shoreline.
Poor bastard. But yeah, there's one more fight, and it's not even a gunfight. Like, it's not like a big fight, you know? It's just like there's the final boss, basically, and that's it.
Whoa, crap.
Well, not basically, that is.
Sam!
There's the final boss. And odds are you can guess who it is, especially if you know that, you know, Nadine is one of the two main characters of the next Uncharted game.
Look at that.
Which is not what I plan on doing after this, by the way. I'll probably end up doing it at some point.
God damn.
You know, I do have a job now, so I'll actually be able to maybe buy some new games when they come out, instead of having to wait for them to go on for cheap. So that'll be nice. What is this? What is that hatch for? That looks like a cannon hatch, but it leads from one inside area to the other. I also don't know why they would hang their treasure from the ceiling like that.
Hey, Nate.
Where is Sam?
Oh, he's right there.
Sam?
Relax, he's alive. You know, this idiot nearly got us all killed.
I'm getting him out of here.
No, you're not.
Rafe, you can have the treasure, all right? Just let me save my brother.
After everything he's done? How noble of you. But no.
We stay here any longer and we're all dead. Is that what you want?
It's not what I said. What do you think, Nadine? Good to see you up and about. Be a dear and relieve Nate there of his gun.
Hand it over.
You really think you can trust him?
Not your concern.
Now, why are you trying to instigate? Nate? Nadine and I are partners. I don't screw over my partners. Get over there. You and your brother, though. Right from the start, you took advantage of my generosity. You tried to cut me out, and it's high time you learn. What are you doing?
Now you give me your gun.
Nadine?
I won't ask you again.
You are being profoundly stupid right now.
Look over there.
Nadine, stop screwing around. Jesus!
I said look!
Okay, it's a couple of skeletons. So what?
I don't know as much about history as you boys, but I've got a pretty good idea who those two are.
Well, enlighten us.
It's Avery and two. They killed each other.
Good for them. What's the point?
Everyone obsessed with this treasure gets what they deserve.
So what, you're just leaving us here to die?
Oh, I'm just leaving. Whether you die or not, I don't really care.
Nadine, wait.
So long, Rafe.
Nadine! Nadine! You open this goddamn door right now!
Rafe, she's gone! Come on, give me a hand, we'll all get out of here.
No, that won't work.
Come on, help me with Sam and I'll help you open the door.
No, I'm not going to be able to enjoy one of these coins, knowing that you and your worthless brother are still sucking air.
Just calm down. You can practice your fencing when we get outside.
Nate, just shut up.
So yeah, this
Seriously,
here's the
Rafe,
final
this is
boss.
insane, even for you.
You want to hear
see what it
insane?
is.
Nathan Drake raced
yeah.
a madman and his
So
entire
unlike
army
every other
to the
part of the
steps
game,
Shambhala.
Jesus.
This is
Nathan
all
Drake
just
found the
timing.
lost city in the middle of the
That's
Rubel
all it
Kali
is.
Desert.
It's timing, and you actually have to read your opponent's
Come on, we can get out of here together.
Nathan Drake discovered the fabled El
yeah, he's,
Dorado.
you know, really pissy that we're much
Come on, Rafe.
better
Stop.
treasure hunter than him.
Nathan Drake is a legend. You know, I shot the man who told me that.
Well, not my
Look, I
fault.
get
you're
it.
a
You
real
don't like
prick.
me very much.
You know, for all your greatness, Nate, you have nothing. You are nothing. And I warned you to get out of my way.
Uh-huh. Don't care. You still fucking suck and you telegraph your moves horribly. I think he attacks faster the higher the difficulty is. There is an achievement for completing this entire thing without taking damage. I do have my trophy. I do have that trophy. It did take me a couple tries.
Take that away from me!
Go. So I'm guessing that I'm guessing that the guy with the fancier hat is Avery, which means he has Avery's sword and I have no, which means he
I'm
has
going to
two
make sure they
sword and I
join
have Avery's, even though his is fancier.
Oh, dickhead.
No,
That's the spirit.
yeah, I have Avery's because it has like his little symbol on it.
You know how to sword fight?
So even though now you have a sword, it's basically the same
sharp
thing,
blade.
except now you can actually hit square and attack. It's not that bad, in all honesty. You have to wait for the right moment, though. There you go. There it is. And you can do 4 attacks, but he will start to, if you do more than 3,
Come on, Nate.
oh shit. And you also have to mash triangle whenever you get into like a grapple like that. Oh shit, you still suck. Man, it's been a while since I've done this as well. I actually thought I might be screwed. Oh, I nailed it. I honestly thought about leaving this trophy for the video, but then I thought, man, I don't want to restart the fight a bunch in the video.
Come on, quick.
So I just did it anyway. Yeah, is your arm getting tired? Is it? Oh, poor baby. Oh, nope. You do have a little bit of leeway on this. Oh. Not a huge amount, but you do get some leeway on it as for blocking. Like if you're fast. Oh, fuck. Like if you hit the wrong button, you can be fast enough to correct yourself. It's not, in all honesty, it's not the hardest fight in the world. And like in all honesty, it's hard to do it without getting hit, but it's not hard to do.
Come on, legend.
Like I said, if you do have less time to react in oh shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, nope, that was wrong. Oh. Come on, do it again.
Come on!
Oh, fuck. Fucking it up, man. Oh, fuck. See, now this... Fuck me. The spin move is getting me. Fuck. Fuck me. I never had that much... Like, that is, like, holy shit. That never happened to me once. Like, the first time I did this fight, I never came anywhere near dying. Thankfully, the game is nice enough to not only put in checkpoints, but they put checkpoints in the fight. So like at certain points of it, you will end up. Oh, no, come on, no. Oh, that was a stagger. Goodbye. So like as you go, you know, obviously it's so that you don't have to redo the fight entirely if you fuck up like partway into it. Which was really nice of them. Obviously, for the achievement, like when you're going for the achievement, it's not that good. The sad thing is that like your position doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Oh my god, he's fucking laying into me there. Oh nope, that was wrong. Right. Oh god. You can also back up out of his attacks, depending on which one he's doing. I don't think you can back up out of the. There it is. I don't think you can back up out of the stab. I think he will always make a, like, cover the distance between you. I don't think there's a way to do that. But like his slashes and that you can back up out of, or at least you could when I did it last time. I think we're actually a difficulty up than when I beat the game.
My brother and we're leaving. You want to stay in Burma with the ship, you be my guest.
You got me.
Really, Nathan? Fucking dumbass, man.
You know what, Nate? Underneath all the bravado, you're just a sad little boy with delusions of grandeur. Who, by the way, can't fence for shit. So long, Nathan Drake.
Nathan!
Catch it. Now this part, in all honesty, was probably the hardest part for me. Because it's just him fucking wailing on you. And it's the same thing. It's still triangle if it's from the left, circle if it's from the right. But that there, he does change it up. It's not like it's the same fucking combo every time. But he does them a lot faster, even on like the lowest difficulty.
I earned this. All of it.
You want the treasure, Rafe? It's all yours. Holy shit. Hey, come on, let's get you out of here. It's too heavy. Let's try again. It's no use. Try again. It's no use. Come on. Nathan. Damn it. Listen to me. Listen to me. All I ever wanted to do was find this treasure with you. We did it. We did it, brother, okay? It's all right. There's gotta be another way. Nathan, you gotta go. There's gotta be some. Gotta go! There's something! There is no other way! Come on, Nathan, I gotta know you made it out all right. No. Nathan, the whole place is about to blow up! That's it. That's it! What the hell are you doing? You're stressing me. God damn it. Just get your head down. of a bitch. I just want to know it. Come on.
That's our way out, Nathan! Come on!
So yeah, this is actually where that achievement pops for defeating Rafe without taking a hit. It's very weird. It's a long time after, it's a whole cutscene after. After this, there's a fairly long cutscene before I get control again. But yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, there's literally no way to fail anything else in this game from this point on. So there's one optional conversation left. And it's, yeah. So yeah, we have officially beaten Uncharted 4. We've cleared all of Nathan Drake's stories on the channel. 1 to 4, done. Like I said, at some point in the future, I'll get Lost Legacy and play that. But obviously I don't have it right now. So, there's that. But yeah, just enjoy the cutscene.
Shit. Oh, Nate. Nate. Hey. Come on, I got you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey. Hey, Sully, I got him.
Where are you?
We're right here.
So, you got everything?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, feel free to sell anything I left behind.
Sure I can't give you a lift home.
After the last few days, I think I'd like a plane with drink service and reclining seats. Plus, she and I have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, you do. And no more late-night phone calls about one last time.
Promise. Thanks, Sully.
Take care, kid. Don't be a stranger.
Next time you're in town, beers are on me.
I'll hold you to that.
And then the bunny escapes anyway, and it leaves little bunny surprises all over the headmaster's bed.
Hey, what are you telling her?
Just about your little magic phase.
Oh, I hate you.
What was your stage name?
Go on, tell
Nate the Great. It's not funny. It makes sense.
In his defense, you were pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, Sam, it has been an experience getting to meet you.
But the handshake,
Well,
bring it in for the real thing, sister. You take care of this numbskull, all right?
yeah, I will.
I'll join you in a sec.
Yeah.
I like her. God help her, she sure seems to love you.
I know, right? Listen, the offer still stands.
I appreciate it, but I'm good.
I know, but if you feel like you're imposing, you're not. We
It's
talked
not
about
that,
it.
It's not about that. It's a little bit of that, okay?
Yeah.
But I just kind of thought that after we found Avery's treasure, I'd be satisfied. Instead, I've kind of left with this strange feeling of
Emptiness.
yeah.
Yeah, well, as thrilling as the next adventure might be, in the end, I always left with that same feeling. And sometimes you just gotta choose what you're going to keep and what you're gonna let go.
Well, I guess I'm just not there yet. And besides, you got a few ancient cities on me. I can't let that slide. So.
I left a couple out there.
Well, thank you.
Oh, that's our ride.
Yeah.
Sam, we've come far.
We sure have, little brother. Come here.
Listen, you don't do anything I wouldn't do, all right?
Get out of here, vamos.
Good light?
So, Victor, what's next for you?
Well, before I got dragged into this, I was working on a business deal of sorts.
Of sorts. Dangerous?
With these people, yeah. It's up there.
Well, I just so happen to know a certain someone recently out of prison who might be perfect for this kind of work.
Ooh, I don't know. Is he trustworthy?
More or less.
How's his Portuguese?
Quando seu marido voltar para casa?
What's that mean?
How long before your husband gets home?
That'll do. Come on.
You got any more of those cigars?
Don't push your luck.
Hey, good morning.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
Ah. All right, I'll bite. What's going on? Land a big contract or something?
Oh, even better. I'm on the verge of selling Jameson Marine.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey, I guess congratulations are in order, huh?
Oh, not yet, but I'm confident it'll go through. They drove a hard bargain, but in the end, I think we came to a mutually beneficial agreement.
That's great. Are you gonna stay on?
No. I think I'd like to just relax, hang with the family, go fishing every chance I get.
Good for you. So who's the sap who's gonna buy this place?
Oh, you are.
What? No, come on, seriously.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Wait, Jameson. Hey, wait up, man.
Hey. Morning, guys.
What are you doing here?
Just thought I'd take, one final look.
Already gave your husband the keys.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is this for real?
Nate, all you need to know is that you'd be making a very wise investment. Do the right thing here. Call me when you're through.
You got it. Hi.
Hi. You're buying Jameson Marine?
We are buying Jameson Marine.
Huh. Okay. How? Why?
Well, heard this rumor about a salvage job off the coast of Malaysia, and I thought it'd be right up our alley.
No. Honey, look. We barely got out of Libertalia alive.
Yeah.
Hey, taking an illegal job? You know what that leads to.
Who said it was illegal? Look. This came in this morning.
Is this legit?
Yeah. Some of my old contacts out there, they work their magic with the Malaysian permit office. It was great. I didn't even have to bribe anyone.
Well, that's good because I don't know how we could possibly even afford to do this.
Here. Hold out your hand.
What?
Hold out your hand. Come on.
Holy crap. Where did you get this?
It was in my jacket pocket. Along with a bunch more.
A bunch? Sam.
He's a sneaky one.
Yeah.
Of course, most of them are going to have to go into our venture here, along with all the new camera gear.
Camera gear?
Yeah. I figured as we're pulling all the cargo up from the dive, we could hire, a small crew. We could film the whole thing and resurrect my old show.
What happened to just living a normal life?
I think in our attempt to lead a normal life, we may have oversteered. Look, when I was on that island, I missed the adventure. I missed us. And so now we have a chance to do what we love. But from here on out, we are going to operate on a strictly legal basis, all right? And I will be doing all of the shooting with my really expensive camera.
Wow. You've really thought all this through, haven't you?
More or less. But listen, just say the word and I will call the whole thing off.
What? Oh, no. I don't want to be that guy who ruins Jameson's early retirement like that. That'd be cruel.
Right.
It's not gonna be easy, you know.
Nothing worthwhile is. So, what do you say, Nathan Drake?
Sure, why not?
Hmm.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to do any paperwork.
Well, I can't do it. I'm gonna have my hands full with the camera.
Well, I'm gonna have my hands full with all the diving.
Okay, fine. We'll take turns.
Yeah. Or I could play for it.
Seriously?
No, listen, I have been practicing. I'm getting good.
No.
My hand-eye is way better than it used to be.
You're...
Really?
I cannot do that to you again.
Are you afraid to play me?
I am so not
On a
afraid to
scale
play
of
you.
1 to 10, how scared are you to play me?
Like a 3.
Yeah, well, jack that up to like 11, all right? Because I'm coming for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my. That's... Okay. Fine. You're on.
Oh shit, it's back to Crash. So, yeah, he's gonna play her for the paperwork. Honestly, no idea how that goes. I'm gonna spoil it right now. It's not Nathan playing right now. Has nothing to do with this. Now, this is where you can actually beat the high score that Elena had set, and that or I guess Nathan, technically challenged her, and all because of that right there. That free life is the only way that you can actually beat her high score, and the first time you play it, it's not there. Which makes it actually impossible to get the high score when you first play it. You can still not get it on this run, which I don't actually have the achievement for doing it. You do have to get a good amount of the fruit, which is where I fucked it up. I didn't miss it by a whole lot. Like, I missed out on, like, I got all the boxes, I got all of the, I got a decent time. The thing that I missed was the, fruit. I missed way more than I did right there, but that's where I missed all my fruit. So I think I'll be good this time. I didn't bother replaying this for it because I figured this one here, it'd be nice if I got it in the video. If I don't get the trophy, oh well. If I do, even better. Okay. That looks right. Yeah, it is. Boom. Screw you, Elena. Beat your high score. Oh, now you get to see who's playing. Oh. That's a weird poster. Is that a giraffe riding a bicycle? Oh, there's a puppy. Oh shit, who's this? That's right, they had a kid. I don't remember what her name is. But her shirt is the symbol of the Chintamani stone from the second Uncharted, which I thought was a nice little throwback that very few people probably got, because every time you see it in 2, I don't think it's ever colored in. So yeah, the epilogue is you playing as their daughter. Read Crash Bandicoot. Retro, yep. So there's not a whole lot you can do. You can see that she's just as fucking messy as her parents were. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, remember walking around their house as Nathan? And how much of a mess that was?
Anyone?
I don't know exactly how much there is to do in this place. Oh, what's this?
That looks beautiful.
Oh, it's their wedding album. I think you could actually, I think I may have... Oh, look at that. It's her. Aw. It's,
Sorry, Sully.
It's Sully. I'm assuming she shit herself there. Oh, look at the little puppy.
Wow,
Yeah.
Sam looks so
Oh,
young.
apparently went somewhere with a camel. Wind sailing, all growed up. That looks about the age that she is now. I didn't actually look through that last time I played this. I didn't do too much exploring last time. I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, like if you look, her appearance just as messy. This is a nice fucking bathroom though. Jesus Christ. It's huge, 2 sinks. This whole place, like, they went legit, but apparently they were still good enough to become filthy fucking rich. Like, just wait until we get outside and you see where all of this is. Oh, look at the puppy. Oh, what's this one?
Whoa, so
Oh,
cool.
it's an old fucking camera.
I need to ask Mom to borrow this one again.
It's old Polaroid. It still takes, you know, decent pictures. I mean, cameras, they've evolved a lot, but you can still go with, like, the old ones. Oh, I think if you turn
Let's
this
see what
on,
you
right?
got.
Yeah, I do believe that that's,
Mom has
like, the
weird taste in
Uncharted theme
music,
song, right?
But I kind of like this one.
Wink. I think that's what it is anyway. It's like the theme tune to the first Uncharted. Or maybe even more than just the first one, but I think that's what it is. But yeah, like, look at this house. It's so nice. I mean, it could
We
use
should
a little bit of a
totally throw a
touch-up. It
party
does
in
look
here.
like it's a
They
little
wouldn't
bit
even
worn,
know.
but... Oh, what do you need, pup? Oh, what's that? You need a treat? Do you think you deserve a treat?
All right,
There you go.
but just this one.
That it like absolutely obliterated that treat. Like that was it. I'm not exactly sure how many you can give it. I'm sure you can stand there and feed it quite a few, but I'm not gonna do that because I highly doubt that you get anything for it. Nothing in that bathroom. I know there's a note around here somewhere. It doesn't count for like trophies or anything, but we're sitting in a tiny cafe in the middle
Sam
of a
and Sully
busy
are
Havana
coming to
street,
visit.
drinking what might be the best goddamn espresso I've had in my life. No job, no one chasing us. Retirement is weird. Good, but weird. Sam says tell him to stock up the fridge with less shitty beer before we arrive. His words, not mine. Sam is also reminding me that you lost the bet to both of us. 12 months and counted with no smoking, and I'm in Cuba, for God's sake. That's how good I've been. Anyway, send the girls our love. Tell Cassie to warm up the backgammon board. I want my rematch. Looking forward to seeing the gang in a couple of weeks. Your pal, Victor. Which means Victor is still alive. Oh, oops. Flip it. Boink.
these
Victor
two.
looks fucking ancient. Sam, in that picture, honestly looks pretty fucking similar. But Victor looks fucking old as shit. And he would be. Like, oh, what's in the fridge? Not a whole lot. Peanut butter, some juice,
Here we
an
go.
apple, apparently. Oh, look at her going for the apple for a snack. Nom, 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 nom. I think that might be everything in the house here. But yeah, now you get to see where we are. Wait for it.
Hey,
Let the sun, let our camera adjust,
she
and look at that
goes.
view. Like, look at that. Could you imagine waking up in the morning, going to sit on your front porch, and, like, that's what you get to look at? Like, oh, she just threw away her fucking apple. Oh, what's this? I saw it as I was walking down.
Taj Mahal, here
India,
I come.
the Taj Mahal.
Just a few more weeks.
Oh, apparently they're going there in a few weeks. See the amazing sights of India on this month-long adventure. Immerse yourself in the culture as you explore ancient temples, barter in markets, and cap it off with a visit to the famous Taj Mahal. You will also spend a week at an orphanage in Dehradun, teaching English and playing games with the children. An exciting, rewarding, and unforgettable experience. I'm assuming that that's how they get people, or that's how, like, one of the things that they do to, like, make the trip cheaper. Like, if you go teach kids, the trip drops.
Perfect
So,
day.
as you can see, they live on
Now
a
all we need
fucking
is the rest of
island,
our boat
on the beach
crew.
of an island by themselves, probably. And, like, look at the fucking island. I don't know if this is supposed to, like, the island that they're on is supposed to be something. I honestly have no idea. The house goes way back, though. And I'm assuming I can't leave. I didn't actually try to leave last time I played this, but as you can see, the road continues into the island. So I don't know if, like, you're just on a beach somewhere. Like, I don't know where this is supposed to be. I never bothered to look it up. It's fucking nice, though. Like, it's just, like, ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Like, look at the view. I'd love to live in a place like this.
Anyone?
And if you go out here,
No? Nothing? Okay.
see that they're about to go fishing. Looks like. Got a bunch of stuff. Look at it, all packed
the
up.
food's all here.
Got some pop. Got some diving gear, it looks like. And if you go over here, you can
Hey,
talk to the dog.
Vicky.
Whose name is Vicky. So Cassie and Vicky. And after you do that, boop, last optional conversation of the game.
Okay, girl. Where's Mom and Dad? All right, go find them. Go.
Is it just me or does that dog look short?
Really?
Huh.
Fine,
Anyway.
I'll find them myself.
But yeah, like how nice must it be? Like she's running around here in her bare feet. Which means that, you know, this can't be access to the public at all. But like, and like this here, I'm assuming is just like their workspace. Like they have like like, you know, most people have like an office in their house. Even I have a fucking office in my house.
And not here either.
But like they actually have like an office that's a separate house. Like, oh, what's this? That's interesting.
Whoa. Good job cleaning this up.
Huh. So yeah, I don't know if they plan on doing anything with Cassie here or not. I honestly have no idea. What is this? Okay.
You figured it out.
You figured it out. Yeah, it's broken. You busted up. It's okay. Sure. I have no idea. If they do, I would really hope that they would. Global Histories 1000.
Oh,
Stone
this was
Faces.
definitely my favorite dig.
Dig. Daughter and Father
You all
Fortunes.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Is that all of them? Looks like it. Is that her in a... Oh, no, it's her in a diving outfit.
I remember that one.
Picture of Elena. Archaeology Now. Remains of an ancient ruin.
Oh, yeah, I was hanging out with Sully for this one.
So she just, like, hangs out with them. So, yeah, she's had her own adventures at this point. Like I said, I don't know if they plan on doing anything with her. It'd be really cool if they did. Or if they did, they would actually bring stuff from this into it. I think that would be neat if they brought some of this stuff. So, like, people who played this game and actually, like, explored the little house here or the bigger house or whatnot, you know, that, you know, that it just throw in, like, little bits or have it, like, even, like, that thing that's busted out, you know, that they broke out of, the jade block.
So goofy.
Right? Treasure hunting runs in the family. Look at her holding, what the hell? It's like a mask of some kind? Maybe like a jeweled skull?
His keys.
He left his keys? No way. The keys are for that cabinet, by the way. I'm just going to take a quick look over here because I didn't... Like I said, I've done more exploring now than I did when I fucking beat the game myself. Like, look, it's got like a little kitchen and everything in here. This is definitely a separate house. Oh, it's Elena and Sully. They look weird in that picture. I don't know what they did for the pictures, but like the pictures look worse than than the characters do. It's weird.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Just
I mean,
no
there is a way.
way.
And look at all of this. Now this might look familiar. Because we found a lot of this up in the in his attic before. The St. Dismas cross from this game. There and there's, wait for it. Boop. It's the coin.
A Spanish doubloon.
What is this one from?
From where?
I don't remember what that one's from. That's got to be from like the second or third one, I think. That might be the first one. Like the coin that he finds in the submarine. This is the coin from this game. The one that we took.
Sigil. Wait, is it Avery's sigil?
Not to mention, you know, there's a gun holster.
Nice, gun holster, Dad.
Which apparently she's surprised to see. So, I mean, there's that. Then there's this little skull here. I don't know what this is from, though.
Kind of cool.
Like, I didn't know what it was from before, but, like, I have no fucking idea what that skull is from. And as you can see, there's the book there. But if you look here, this is from the third game.
Century.
It's the little doohickey that you need Drake's ring for, that, you know, he lost. I don't remember. Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, there's.
I don't know, some kind of resin or
Uh,
something? Weird.
Nah. There's the sap from the second game, from the Tree of Life, the Chintamani tree, whatever the fuck it was called. And then in this one, find the journal from the first game that, you know, saved
hole?
Sully's life by taking a bullet for him. And then I do believe that's it. And then last but not least, the book that started it all. The book that put Nate and Sam on their journeys. Or started them off in their lives of adventure seeking and treasure hunting. Alright, let's see. Timer. This might end up a little bit over an hour, but not much.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to bother to read this because it's the same shit as we had before. This is just telling the story of Joseph Burns and how he had the thing and whatnot.
Henry Avery.
Yeah.
The Gunsway
It's the same
heist.
book that we read when we were Tiny Drake.
Did
Or
you go
Tiny
looking
Nathan.
for Avery's
Tiny
treasure?
Drake. I mean, technically we are a Tiny Drake. But yeah, then there's a bunch of stuff. And then, oh, the one thing that's in here. Wait for it. Flip it over. Boop.
No way.
It's the picture you took. That's literally the only thing that changes based on what helmet you're wearing was what the picture looks like.
Sig Parvis Magna.
Found this on my old camera. Thought you might
Greatness
like to
from
have it.
small beginnings.
Because I do believe this is from the...
What's this?
I want to say this is from the second game. It might be... Well, I don't know. It could be first one. I guess. It's hard to tell. I mean, it looks like the first game.
Oh shit.
Hey, there you are.
Hey,
Been looking for you. What are you doing in here?
looking for you guys.
Come on, we loaded up the boat. It's ready.
Cool. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec.
Why?
I just need to,
What's up, Cassie?
Okay. Don't be mad. Hey, I said don't be mad.
Keys. So, what did you see?
Nothing really. Well, just that photo of you two and Sully. With a bunch of Spanish-looking treasure. And a shotgun.
This was bound to happen sometime. Maybe we should just tell her.
She's not ready for it.
Ready for what? All that crazy shit in there?
Language.
Yeah, language.
Sorry. But you guys are literally keeping skeletons in your closet. Or at least a silver skull of some kind.
You know, I don't think I'm ready for this. Really?
Nate, it's time to have the talk.
Yeah, it's totally time. Wait, which talk are we talking about here?
She's just a kid.
She's older than you and Sam when you started all of this.
That is different, and you know it.
Okay, look, if you guys were into some shady stuff, it's totally cool. But I think I'm old enough to know about it, right?
Old enough. How old are you again?
Haha, funny. Mom?
All right.
Well, let's see. For me, it started when this guy called me up with a scoop on a massive historical find. It sounded like a complete fraud.
Yeah, handsome fraud.
No, I hadn't even met him
Oh,
yet.
she knew. She knew.
So this fraud says, if you fund the trip, then I'll give you the coffin of Sir Francis Drake.
And for the record, I totally delivered.
Yeah, you delivered us into the hands of Indonesian pirates.
No, come on. You know I had nothing to do with that.
Guys, time out. You're saying that you were attacked by pirates after you found the coffin of Sir Francis Drake. Is that right?
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
right.
it. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Language.
Crap.
Better.
All right, so keep going.
You know what? The sun is up, boat's ready, wind is just right. You want to continue the story? I say we do it on the water. Come on.
Well, wait, what'd Francis Drake look like? Was it gross?
Actually, he wasn't in there. Yeah, just his journal with a map to El Dorado.
The City of Gold?
That's the legend. Turns out it was just a statue. A cursed statue.
No way, seriously?
Yeah, seriously. But I'll get back to that later. See, the map led us to the middle of the journal.
There you go. Uncharted 4 complete. Final review of the game, you know. Puzzles were good. Gameplay was good. Combat was lacking. It's my only real complaint about this game. Is they put a lot of modifiers into the combat and they just went a little bit overboard with it. Either, you know, they should have, like I said, headshots weren't insta-kills in this one. You couldn't take nearly as much damage as you could before. The openness of the combat zones was nice, but was also a downside because, once again, the enemies took too much damage. Headshots didn't count. You took too much damage. If you took damage at all, your cursor really recoiled. Not cursor, but like your aim really recoiled and fucked it up. Any of those things in a shooter is standard. All of them put together, though, not so much. The enemies were too accurate, even on lower difficulties, which obviously made the recoil thing a lot worse. Even on the lowest difficulty, when I was playing by myself, headshots weren't an insta-kill. Even body shots, like if you had like the burst fire weapons like the Rafika pistol or the FAL, stuff like that, that burst fired, even if you managed to keep the burst centered on their chest, it still didn't kill them. So I feel like tweaks should have been made to the combat during this, but other than that, like the puzzles were fine. I mean, they were the same as puzzles in any other game that comes out. My only real complaint with them would have been, in all honesty, only the one puzzle where you had the symbols on the floor and then you had the map on the back of the piece of paper that showed you which panels were safe based on the symbols that were there. The fact that you couldn't have the page out as you walked was really the only downside to that puzzle. Everything else, you know, if you looked at it and then looked at the puzzle, you were good to go. You generally didn't have to keep pulling papers out. That's really the only one that you would have had to like keep pulling out and putting away. The collectibles were good. I mean, the addition of journal notes, his little drawings in that, like he wrote a lot more in his journal than he did in the other ones. And the fact that they told you every time he did and let you look at it like immediately is nice, because there is stuff written as you play the other games in his journal as you progress, but unless you actually open it up and go through it yourself, you're not going to know when it happened. So, you know, there's that. The optional conversations were a nice little addition, but I feel like there's a few of them that were a little bit too strict on time of when they started, and you had to get to it and activate it. Otherwise you would lose it. The treasures were the same as the treasures in any of the rest of the games. The fact that nothing was in a combat zone, that was probably the best upgrade to this game, sadly enough, for me anyway. Was the fact that you didn't have to worry about gunfights or anything. If there was enemies in an area, that meant there was no treasure there or anything that you had to worry about. Unlike in the other ones where there was even a couple treasures in the other games where you had to get it during the gunfight, because if you ended the gunfight, you missed the treasure. The grappling hook was a nice addition. It added a lot more movement. That was nice. It worked really well. It wasn't necessary for the combat, but it did add a new layer to it. Once again, it would have been more useful if you didn't take as much damage as you did, or if you healed faster. I think I said at some point that you did heal faster in this game than other ones. Going back and doing the guides for the first two, I feel like that may not be true anymore. I feel like it took just as long, if not longer, to regenerate in this, or to start to get your health back in this one than it did in the first ones. So there's that. The stealth mechanics were obviously on point in this one. It was some of the best stealth that I have had in a game. So that's good. The enemies were smart. Once again, though, it doesn't seem to... The enemies were smart, and it makes me worried for the higher difficulties, because like I said, this playthrough was on normal. My personal playthrough was on easy. And even on those two difficulties, the enemies were still smart enough to flank you, to get around you. The armored guys, the fact that you couldn't melee them if they still had their helmet on was a little bullshitty, since that a lot of them would rush you, and then if they got too close to you, you're basically fucked, because you either could stand there and have them kick you to death, or you could attempt to run away, but as soon as you got without like outside of melee range, obviously, then they would just shoot you, and either they had a shotgun that would like insta kill you, or they had an auto rifle which would obviously hit you unless you managed to get around a corner like almost immediately. The story was great. It was fucking fantastic, just like always. I like that they didn't break Nate and Elena up again, because I mean, obviously they didn't. They got them together in the first game. Second game started, they were broken up. They got back together at the end. Third game started, they were broken up, got them back together at the end. I'm glad they didn't do that this time. You know, they put tension on their relationship, but they didn't break them up again. And they didn't start it broken up, which is also good. Sam being retconned in was a little bit of a weird play, but I guess, you know, based on the ending of the third game, they would need something important to bring Nathan back into it. I feel like they could have maybe done something with Sully instead of adding a brother, but they did a very good job retconning him in. There's only a few discrepancies because of him. But, you know, overall, I feel like they did all right. Rafe and Nadine, I don't know. The bad guys were fine. I mean, Rafe obviously spent way more money than he ever would have got from this, probably. I mean, because he had to have hired Nadine and her military. Obviously, that would have been on a contract on probably, you know, for like, I don't know how they do those, but I imagine it would have been like so much per month or something, or so much per week, whatever, per, and not only per whatever their contract was, it would also be per person that they brought into it. So for each soldier that was being used by Rafe would have cost them more and more. Then obviously all the equipment. He said that they bought up all of the land around the St. Dismas Cathedral in Ireland or Scotland, wherever we went. So there's even more. Like, and like the whole thing behind it, like he just didn't want to be known as only being rich because of his parents. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I don't think, like, I don't know. That didn't really sit well with me, like his reasoning for being there. Obviously, Nadine's reasoning for not giving up on Rafe and joining with Nathan and Sam, you know, it's nice that she's loyal to her employer, but at the same time, she should have talked some sense into him instead of just trying to kill Sam and Nate. Should have tried to do something else, like try and bring them back into the fold or something, because obviously they were significantly better at doing this than Rafe ever was. So I don't know why. She is part of the Lost Legacy game. I don't know, like the only gameplay that I saw of it was like the first hour, and she barely came into it at the end of it, I think. So I don't even know how she interacts with Chloe on that, like what they're, like why they know each other beforehand. I imagine they'll talk about Nathan at some point during that game, but I don't know. Overall, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10 because of the combat, in all honesty, because like I said, gameplay was fine. The puzzles were good. The driving sections were nice and open, but my only real complaint about them was there was a couple sections in, because like as I was playing through them, and I talked about this when I was in those levels, you would hit a point and you'd like drop down a cliff, which stopped you from backtracking. I feel like a couple of those sections were a little bit smaller than they should have been. They should have allowed for a little bit more backtrack and exploring, because it did kind of take away a bit of the openness of it when like you would drop off a cliff and then you know that you couldn't go back anymore. It did take away from the openness of the areas a bit. But other than that, you know, that the driving was fine. It was actually, for a game that never had driving in it before, it worked very well. It was very well done. The fact like your partner still did, like your AI that was with you would still actually do stuff like in the other games, which is nice. They were even more useful in this one, because if they were close enough to an enemy who started to detect you, they would take them out themselves silently, which is always nice. But yeah, like I said, overall 7 out of 10, I would say. Pretty fucking good game. I feel like if you like the first 3 Uncharted, you'd probably like this one. This game, in all honesty, if it wasn't for... It's one of those games, right, where the best part about it is that it wasn't end. It's like Assassin's Creed Revelations in that way. Where Assassin's Creed Revelations may not have been my favorite Assassin's Creed game, but because of how well they ended the story of Ezio and Altair, that like really brought it up, that really like drove it home and made it an amazing game. I feel the same way with this one. It's not my favorite Uncharted game, but because of the way that they handled the story and the way that they ended the storyline of Nathan and Elena, in theory, I mean, there's still nothing really to stop them from bringing it back, or from bringing them back into it, or continuing on with their daughter, or even doing stuff with Sam and Sully. But I feel like the way that they ended it, they did it really well. They handled the end of a series that's been this popular and that very well, which honestly made it, once again, just like Revelations, it made it an amazing game purely because of the story, right? So thanks everybody who stuck with me through this game, and even bigger thank you to anybody who stuck with me through all 4 of them. Next week will be a new game. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to play for it, but it's still not locked in yet. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, at some point in the future, I will get Lost Legacy and we can really finish off Uncharted, or the Uncharted series. I don't know if I'll be doing any streams of trying to get some of the other achievements for this game. I doubt it. There will be a guide up for this game at some point. I'm still working on number 2, and I'll probably do the guide for 3 before I even come back to this game to do like my crushing playthrough and my speed run in that. So we'll see how that goes. But there's the main menu. There's Avery. There's my achievement for beating it on moderate. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.